recently came across this video and it infuriated me. I almost didn't even make it through the whole video. I promise you, anybody who has a heart and some type of human decency will probably feel the same. But I'm gonna play the video for you guys right here, right now, and then I'm gonna tell you what I really think. Check it out.
This is sad.
Yeah, let's get the verbiage right. There is a law that you can press against your child called unruly child. And you pay the $40 to file. And with that, they go in front of the judge. Typically, the response is they put them on probation. And that's what happened. So I didn't put him in jail. What happened... What happened was that he went in for his routine visit with the probation officer. They did a drug test, as they often do.
She asked for the drug test. She was like, drug test him.
Yeah, drug test.
Why do you think that she had that feeling?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right here. I know what y'all thought. I know what I told you. I'm gonna let you watch it and then tell you how I feel. But watching it again, I can't wait until the end, okay? I'm gonna be one of those black parents who jumps in even though they tell you, please wait for your applause. But here's my thing, right? I understand the accountability piece. We're starting off okay as it pertains to the mom. She's not showing her toxic energy yet. It hasn't fell out. Her coochie ain't fall out yet. But I feel like if you really was worried about your son and concerned about what he was doing, his whereabouts, the life that he was living, and getting him back on the straight and narrow before he gets back into the system, you could do a drug test at home. It's no need to involve his probation officer knowing how that will escalate, knowing that they don't know your son, knowing that he's just another number to them. I kind of feel like, yes, there is a lot of toxic behaviors in her as a woman, but I'm also looking at the color of her skin. I'm not saying that she's dealing with colorism. She's not. I'm not saying that she is mentally ill like that. But what I am saying is when you're used to a certain type of life and a certain type of lifestyle and mentality, you don't have to worry about the other. And for me, I feel like, sure, it's easier for someone with fair skin or someone who looks like her and white adjacent to easily be comfortable with putting your more black phenotype son in my opinion in situations that don't call for that, because you don't have to deal with the extremes that the police and the judicial system puts us through. So I'm kind of looking at it from that perspective as well. Okay, I'm going to shut up and get back to the video now.
Why would you want to see your child in jail instead of parenting me?
He was positive for THC, so he got some time.
Was he acting out at the time?
I had an abusive person in our house who literally beat the excuse my French out of me and her relentlessly, threw her down steps.
English, not French.
Okay, so one, bravo, sir. Good for you for being able to talk about your abuse, your pain on national television. A lot of our black men do not feel comfortable or safe enough to do, and this is why. Immediately when he's trying to talk about it and be politically correct and be respectful and kind of the women and the other people who are in the room who may be offended by profanity, you then correct him and laugh. This is what I mean by her not protecting her black phenotype son. Just letting and notice everybody up on that stage was white adjacent or had white like phenotypes, except for I forget what that celebrity was who was talking at the beginning, because it doesn't matter. It's not about her. But most of those people who are on the stage that I will drop a screenshot right here are white adjacent. These are the people who are laughing at him. You are making a laughing stock of not only your son but your family. This is why they won't protect us, because we won't protect each other. I'm livid.
Okay. He threw my mother down steps and broke her, like damn near broke her back.
Oh my gosh.
My mom's had to hit this man with an iron. I've had to literally pull pistols on this man because he's
Okay, but
a big man.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. But why?
We'll get to it, and I promise you they won't. They will not get back to it because she is moving in her own agendas. That is a key point in the whole demise of the relationship, and you're gonna say we'll get to it? You do not deserve to be in charge of this conversation. You can't remove your own bias. You can't remove your own agenda. At least you can do is remove yourself from the conversation. If I'm not mad enough at the mom, I don't know who this woman is, but drop her name. Whoever she is, I'm canceling her because Bitch, what?
14.
Because of all this anger from this man that she let do stuff to me my whole life.
And in all fairness, you asked, how come your mom didn't just parent you herself? And Olivia, was it hard to discipline him? I mean, did he respond to
impossible. I've never been able to tell Derek anything.
Oh, I love when I'm proven right. And of course, listen, she said, in all fairness, they're telling you who they're being fair to. They're literally turning into an interrogational panel against this young man who's already been traumatized as a child, traumatized by the judicial system. My heart goes out to you, young man, because what the fuck? I'm sorry, literally, what the hell? Because at the end of the day, there's plenty of women who are single parents dealing with difficult children. And that's what I feel like the word that we should use. A situation can be difficult, but not disrespectful and not dangerous. He is a difficult child. That's what a child is, difficult. And you chose to keep it. So, I don't want to hear you bitch moan and complain about how hard it is to raise a son alone. Get your shit together.
I mean, since he was little, I could discipline him. I could take everything out of his room but a mattress and a blanket, and he was fine. And I tried to parent over the madness that was occurring in the home, and it didn't work. It's my fault. I don't want any pity or anyone,
Okay, so at this point, she is using mass manipulation and all the audience and that weird-ass panel that continues to watch is playing along and enjoying it. I don't need anybody to feel bad for me. No one does. The people who are mentally and emotionally stumped and immature, they may do. Anybody with common sense, nobody feels bad for you. And you're planting those emotions in people when they're watching TV, saying that you don't want that, but the reality is you do. I smell narcissism.
What I went through, I should have left. I have since left. It was my fault. I should have. I wasn't strong enough. I was weak. I was told I was
you're not the only one.
Right.
It's a lot of women find themselves in situations like that, and it takes a lot of courage.
And what I say, they fell right into the narcissistic trap. Narcissistic people want to be validated after they cause so much destruction. And she has yet to be held accountable. Why? Because they assume that she's already doing it by verbally saying, I know it was my fault. I was just so weak. As women, it's very easy for us to emotionally manipulate, especially because people take us as a weak source anyway. Any woman that's smart enough in certain situations, you manipulate that. You think I'm weak? Okay, cool. I'm cool with playing the underdog. But at this point, this is just sad. And I remember her name now. That's fucking Vivica Fox. I'm very disappointed in you. I don't care what type of heat I catch, but that's not okay. I think acknowledging her pain is okay, of course. But to not hold her accountable either, that's not very kind of you. You don't care about that woman at all.
But what he was put through was awful. But I didn't know how else to fix it.
Right.
You know, when it was going so badly, he was getting in fights at school, and
I can't beat up the person who's abusing me, so why don't I just abuse everybody else around me? That's the logic of a teenager.
I had therapy,
Derek, but does that make it right?
It doesn't make it right at all. I'm just saying
let's know that.
The logic of
but does that make it right? No. It doesn't.
That's what
See how quickly she was able to jump into holding him accountable? So I know you can do it. I know you're capable of it. No, that doesn't fucking make it right. And if you actually listen to him and listen to his story and hear what he has to say, what he is saying is these are cause and effect issues that led to these consequences. And I need you to understand that. You're not looking and listening to understand. You're listening to reply and retaliate against somebody you barely even know as far as I'm concerned. Yes, those things make sense. As a teenager, raise your hand if you've been abused or attacked by Regina George. Me, we've all been bullied. We've all been bullied, and we've all bullied. Not realizing that he is emotionally mature enough to acknowledge, hey, I was going through some things that caused me to make poor decisions, and this is who I am now. I have nothing but respect for that man. That's it, that's all.
ever looked up every bully is being bullied at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I did what I did. It's not like I was some evil, out of control child who just wanted to see people in pain.
Derek, you're older now, and what?
Okay, I had to cut these bitches off because I'm not about to continue to listen to them hold this man accountable and not hold this other random lady accountable. I genuinely can't listen to it anymore. So yeah, that pretty much sums up what took place on that episode. I personally just wanted to do this video because I feel like they do not talk about toxic mothers in the household. They're very impactful to the child, their growth and development, or the lack thereof. We have to start holding these moms accountable. We get it. You got probably dealt a bad stick. Yeah, maybe the guy walked out on you. Maybe you're doing it by yourself and it's hard. That is so valid and you are so valued. But you don't get to take value away from someone else. You don't get to destroy their future for someone else. Learn, grow, get therapy, seek help, be the best you can be. All right, I have to wrap up here because I've been hiding in a secret hideout at my job just to complete this video because it needs to be out there and it needs to be talked about. So please comment what you think. Talk to me. I'm Maya the Activist. Thank you for watching and do not forget to follow and subscribe. The links will be below.